back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So I'm going to tell you a little story, a parable, if you will. I think it sums up what life is, my life anyway. So at my place, we have this plant growing on the windowsill next to my TV. It's like this real cool little succulent thing, and I would watch the TV, but I would stare at the plant, and I've been watching it grow for weeks and weeks. And it's been growing slowly, but it's a creeper. It's been growing down the wall. So whenever we're watching TV, I just stare at this plant and I just picture how cool it's going to look when it grows all the way down to the ground and then spreads out a little bit. Because I've been watching it grow for weeks. I'm like, I wonder how long it will take. And I just daydream about this plant. It's one of the coolest plants I've ever seen. So the other day, I walk out into the TV room, the lounge room, and the plant's gone. My kid has somehow knocked the plant off the windowsill, so I go racing over to the windowsill to get it to make sure it hasn't fucking died because I love this plant. And I look down to check it out and it doesn't look too damaged. Then I pick it up and I realize the plant is plastic. I'm like, what? Hold on a second. I've been watching this plant grow for weeks. It can't be plastic. There's no way it can be plastic. Not my little succulent, my little creeper that's been growing down the wall towards the floor for the last 6 weeks. The plant that I've been watching bloom with my own 2 eyes for months is plastic. And I pick it up and I hold it in my hands and I'm just like, who the fuck am I? What are we? What is real? What can we believe in? If the succulent next to the TV, which you've been nurturing and watching grow with your own 2 eyes, is plastic, if that's not real, what is real? What can we believe in? Who are we? It rocked me. I don't get rocked easily. It was a shock to find out it was plastic. You have no idea how many hours I've daydreamed about that succulent growing. I was like, I'll clip an edge off it and I'll put a pot plant on the other side and then I'll watch the creeper grow down the wall on the other side as well. It will be amazing. I was like, I'll put some chicken wire on the wall and I'll get the succulent to fucking grow around the corner into the kitchen. I was going to live in a jungle. That's how fucking much I was watching this succulent grow. To find out it was plastic really shook the foundations of my belief system. You know what I mean? And if that's not a big enough concern, just that little tale I told you, here's the biggest problem. I still look at the succulent and it still looks like it's growing to me. So I'm not too sure what the fuck's going on. I'm looking at it now. I know it's plastic. I'm like, I swear it's grown about 3 inches this week. So I'm not too sure how to reconcile that, but maybe we're moving into a different age. It's the age of Aquarius. Different things are happening now. Maybe plastic grows in the new dimension. I hope so because I need some fucking explanations for this. That was a concern. So anyway, let's move on from that. Are you enjoying the clips I'm putting out? It adds probably about an hour or 2 hours work a day just to do those 1-minute clips. They are a fucking pain in the ass, but I'm actually enjoying doing them. I hope you're fucking enjoying them. Like them, share them around if you can. So what's happening with the clips? I'm filming the whole podcast and my guy in New Zealand, my marketing guy, his name's Alex. He's a fucking legend. He's not a marketing guy. He's just a fucking dude that knows a lot about a lot of things. He's like, do one every day for 30 days and see how it goes. So that's what I'm doing. I'm filming the podcast and I'm trying to rip out like a minute clip out of the podcast, but the pace of the podcast is completely different to videoing for like impact. So I'm trying a few different things. The first couple straight from the podcast, The second one I had to fucking edit because there was a little bit of fucking long-winded shit in between interesting points. So I'm like, I'll have to take some of that shit out just for Instagram and potentially TikTok in about a week. But when I did that second one, the editing took so fucking long. And I was like, that's just a waste of my time. So what I thought today is I'll do my podcast, and then at the end of the podcast, I'll film like a minute and a half like video for Instagram. And the reason I thought that was because I fucking filmed the entire podcast last night, and then I went to edit a video, and the fucking audio didn't come through because one of the plugs had come loose and I didn't notice it. And only about 10 to 15 seconds ago, I noticed that the audio also isn't recording on the video now. So I'm going to have to do another one of the fucking purely Instagram videos, like condensing the podcast down to a minute clip. It's fucking a lot of work, all right? But I'm actually enjoying it. It adds another layer of shit I can do. Like the media I add to it can be funny. You get some facial expressions. It adds a little bit, I think. I hope you cunts are enjoying it anyway. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. I think I'll chuck it up on YouTube. Maybe I'll start a TikTok. Who fucking knows? Anyway, I'm going to go water my succulent. If you're enjoying the podcast, give it a share around. Hit me up on social media. I'm Boyle Comedy on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I'll see you the fuck later.